Hey YouTube, thanks for visiting us here at Cooking with G Dubs, and I'm your host G Dubs. And today I'm going to cook for you a really great Italian dish called chicken Alfredo. And I'm going to jazz it up a little bit and you're going to see what I'm talking about. But first, I would like to introduce you to what we are going to be using. I'm going to start here and I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of butter. I have some cut up onions. I have some fresh shredded Parmesan cheese. I have some zucchini spiral noodles. I also have some mushrooms, as you see here. And what I have here is I have 5 pieces of chicken thighs that I had sliced up and it's been skinless and boneless. And what I have for you is some mild Italian sausage. And of course, we have our Himalayan salt. I have some heavy whipping cream, olive oil, water, and last but not least, our Èpís. And our Èpís is made with cilantro, Italian parsley, onions, rosemary, thyme, basil, bell peppers, and I have a mixture of green, red, yellow, and orange bell peppers that I had mixed all together. And then I also added cloves, ginger, garlic, a little bit of olive oil, and balsamic vinegar and water. And we blended all together, and then we came up with this. And in Spanish, it's called sofrito. English is called spices. In French, it's called Èpís. And it all do the same thing. And the purpose of doing this in advance is to have all your seasonings in advance, all cooked together so we could keep it nice, fresh, our herbs nice and fresh. All right? So this is what we have to work with. And now, without much talking, let's move on to seasoning our meat. All right, now it's time for us to season our meat. And what we're going to do is, we're going to take our chicken, put it in our mixing bowl, and then we're going to take our Èpís, or our seasonings and our herbs, fresh herbs. And what I have here is a 1/3 cup. I already shook it up and mixed it together. Put it in our bowl. And then we're going to take our salt. And we're going to put in approximately a full teaspoon of the salt. And we're going to mix it all together. And once you have it fully mixed, which won't take that long, then what we're going to do at the same time is we're going to take our chicken and we're going to take our sausage and we're going to put it on the heat. All right. Now what we're going to do first is we're going to take our sausage and we're going to put it in our pot. I haven't put any water in it yet, so we're going to take our sausage. And I have 5 links. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my water, put it in. And this was approximately 4 quarts of water. And then we're going to let that cook. And what we're going to do is we're going to let it boil for approximately 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. Until it's mostly cooked. And then we're going to take it out and we're going to put it in the skillet to get brown. All right? And while that's cooking, then what we're going to do is turn on our heat for our chicken. Get that going. And then we're going to take our olive oil. Put our olive oil at the bottom of our pan. And when it gets warm, and then we're going to put our chicken in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cook our chicken for approximately 10 minutes as well. And we're going to put a little bit of water in it. I have just approximately about a half a cup of water. We want to put enough water for it to steam. And we're going to let it cook for approximately 10 to 12 minutes so that way our chicken and our sausage will be cooked approximately at the same time. And while these two are cooking, then we're going to get started on our zucchini spirals. So that way our meal will be 100% keto friendly. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn on our heat. And then we're going to take our butter. If you have the ability to multitask, great. If you can't, do it one at a time. But with me, I cook so much, so I do multiple things at the same time. So here, I'm going to take my butter and let it melt. and let it get real hot. And then we're going to add a little bit of water, and then we're going to saute our zucchini spirals. All right, now that we have our butter nice and hot, we're going to take our zucchini spirals, throw it in there real quick. And this should go really, really quickly, how quickly to cook it. And what I'm going to do for extra flavor, so our zucchini spirals, we're going to add a little bit of our fresh herbs, our Èpís. That's 1, 2, 2/3 of our Èpís. And we're going to add just a little bit of water to get some steam and keep it from burning at the bottom. And we have our heat at medium heat, medium high. And what we're going to do, we're going to put the top on this, and we're going to let it steam for just for about 5 minutes or so, 5 to 10 minutes on medium. All right, and then we're going to come back and check on it in a minute. All right, YouTube, now our zucchini spirals is almost ready. But as usual, what do we have to do? We have to taste it. We have to give it our little taste test. It doesn't take long to cook. It needs salt. So what we're going to do, we're going to add our salt. It's approximately a teaspoon. But remember, we have to be easy with the salt, so we got to watch our salt intake, so we could keep our diet nice and healthy, so we could keep losing weight and keeping ourselves high school skinny. All right. Yep, there you go. So that's good to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn off our heat. We're going to turn off our heat with that one, and we're going to check on our chicken. Look at that. Our chicken is looking real good. It's almost ready. All right, let's taste it real quick. Yep. It's tasting really, really good. So now we're going to give this another 2-3 minutes. And what we're going to do with our zucchini pasta is we're going to take this off the heat. We're going to take it off the heat so that it'll stop cooking and it won't get soft and soggy. All right, we'll take it off, let it cool off. And I'm going to take it out of that, and we're going to let it sit and cool down. All right, so then next, our Italian sausage is boiling. We're going to give that another 5 minutes, and then we're going to take it out, and then we're going to saute it until it gets a little brown, and then we're going to combine it to make our fettuccini Alfredo. All right? All right. Now, let's check it out. See? Our chicken is ready. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start combining our other ingredients a little bit at a time. We're going to add our onions. Then we're going to add our mushrooms. Let that cook together. And we're going to let this kind of sweat together. And then we're going to add our cream. This is a cup and a half of heavy whipping cream. Then what we're going to do, we're going to add a little bit of water. We're going to add 1 cup and a half of water. And we're going to add our Parmesan cheese. And then in a minute, we're going to, after we saute our sausages, then we're going to put it in our Parmesan Alfredo sauce. So we're going to let this cook together for about a good 5 minutes. And then we'll be ready. We'll be ready to plate it. We'll let this cook and we'll be right back. What I did is our sausage, our Italian sausage, I took it out of the pot and I put it in cold water so it'll cool down so we can now slice it. And I'm going to slice it on an angle just for looks, no special reason, so it'll make it look real fancy, like you see in some of those really nice restaurants. You could have it here at home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead on and slice up all of my sausages, and then I'm going to saute it in a little bit of oil for about 2 or 3 minutes so it have a little color, and then we're going to add it to our Alfredo sauce. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm taking a little bit of some grapeseed oil. Let that get nice and hot. And for about 2 minutes, we're going to just saute our sausages. Just fry it up a little bit to give it a little bit of color. And then once we do, then we take it and we're going to put it in our sauce. And then once we do that, then we're ready to plate. Now that we had sauteed our sausages, now we're going to put it in our sauce. And this is going to be absolutely delicious. And once you learn how to cook this way, you're not going to be interested in buying any more jar spaghetti sauces anymore, because fresh is always better. Got that last one. And then don't forget, we have our cheddar cheese. Put a couple of pinches of that in there. And now we just mix it all together. And with all of these flavors that have merged together, it is absolutely delicious. Don't that look gorgeous? Let's put the rest of our cheese. And now we're ready to plate. Oh, before we plate, we gotta taste it, right? Let's not forget that. Gotta taste it. Yep. Perfect. Now, let's plate it. All right, YouTube. This is what it looked like when it's all done. You might like to have some of that at your home. Well, this is my chicken Alfredo made with the zucchini pasta and Alfredo sauce with Italian sausage and chicken. All right, let's see how it tastes. Let's get some of our zucchini pasta. And you can have this with any kind of pasta. But to make it keto friendly, I did it with zucchini pasta. So it's very simple to make. And the whole thing to do all this took me about 45 minutes tops. All right, now let's check it out. Let's see what it tastes like. My goodness. Why do I know how to cook so good? Dang, oh. This is off the chain. Absolutely fantastic. Oh my goodness. Wait till you have some at your home. Wow. I'm gonna call my family for him to come and dig in. So this is just, oh, excellent, magnifique. Le haïtien mange pas comme ça. Y a brûlé un mouille. Okay, let me get back to it. Okay, so YouTube, like and subscribe down below. Tell a friend to come and join us here with Cooking with G Dubs. And to all my Spanish speaking friends, vengo para acá por comer esta comida porque es muy sabrosísimo. Okay? All right, so check it out. You will love it. Es excellent, magnifique, sabrosísimo. Todos los lenguas va entiende, okay? Check it out. Like and subscribe down below. Cooking with G Dubs. Until the next video, peace.